You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout the season, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales, and box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, the exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle & Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are from noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club now. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout the season, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales, and box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, the exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle & Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are from noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club now. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout the season, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales, and box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, the exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle & Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are from noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club now. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball left side. Off the mitt. Up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Louis Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from Bridgewater, New Jersey, this is Long Island Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Tonight, the Long Island Ducks take on the Somerset Patriots in Game 1 of a 3-game series as the Ducks start what's going to end up amounting to a 6-game road trip against the Patriots and the Lancaster Barnstormers. And for the Ducks, this is going to be a pivotal series in the first half. There's just 20 games remaining overall in half number 1 of this 2017 season, and they find themselves 4 games behind the Somerset Patriots. But these are two teams that are going in the opposite direction. The Ducks have been playing extremely well as of late. They've won 7 out of their last 10 games. Meanwhile, the Patriots, thanks to a little bit of a scuttle where they've been kind of pillaged a little bit from, well, the affiliated teams coming in and signing 4/5 or a couple of their starting rotation and then 4 guys out of their starting lineup on opening day. They've been decimated. They've been scuttling to about a 5-5 mark, 500 in their last 10. Tonight's pitching matchup should be a good one, though. A couple of left-handers on the mound for the Long Island Ducks. It'll be Rafael Perez heading to the bump, making his 9th start of the season. Perez enters the game with a 4-1 record and a 3.05 earned run average on the season, and he's been even better since coming back from his groin injury. In fact, over his last 3 starts, Perez has an ERA of 0.60. That's just 1 earned run in 15 innings pitched, and he has a 14-2 strikeout to walk ratio while winning 2 games and losing none in that span. Meanwhile, the Somerset Patriots will roll with Rick Teasley, who's going to be making his 10th appearance of the season. Just his 6th start, though, as he started off the year coming out of the bullpen. Teasley is 4-1 with a 2.21 earned run average, 28 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 44 2/3 innings for Teasley. His last time out against Bridgewater, he worked into the 8th inning, allowing just 2 runs on 6 hits, getting the win in a 7-2 Patriots victory. Teasley's pitched twice against the Ducks this season, has allowed 2 runs in 11 2/3 innings pitched. Doesn't have a record to show for it because the Ducks have figured out a way to pull out the games. So we'll take a step aside here on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. When we come back, we'll relive some of the highlights from the Ducks' win on Sunday, 8-1 over the Bridgeport Bluefish. There was a lot of offense to go all the way around, so we'll get you caught up again on what happened on Sunday. We'll also take a look around the Atlantic League, get you caught up on the goings-on from across the circuit. That's all coming up next on the Long Island Ducks pregame show here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Evan Baez. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
And welcome you back to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where the Long Island Ducks getting set to take on the Somerset Patriots here this evening at 7:05 p.m. Let's take a look back, though, at the last game the Ducks played. That was back on Sunday against the Bridgewater Bluefish. In that game, started off a pretty good pitcher's duel between Dennis O'Grady and Chris Rierick of the Bluefish. Game remained scoreless until the top of the fifth inning when Bridgeport was able to push across a run after Andrew Lambeau tripled with one out and then came home to score on a wild pitch. But the Ducks would put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the sixth inning, their highest single-inning run total output of the season, and it all got started after Danny Barawa, former Duck, came in and walked Phelan Lentini, Ruben Gotay, and Lou Ford to lead off the bottom of the sixth. Barawa then came out and Brian Moran entered and struck out Angelo Sonko for the only batter he would face. But then he came out of the game and Zach Groats came in to face Jordan Pacheco with the bases loaded. Ducks had the bases loaded and nobody out. Now there's one, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball through the right side into right field for a base hit. Lentini in to score. Being waved around third is Gotay. The throw is cut off by Burrows. 2 runs are in to score, and the Ducks take a 2-1 lead. And so the Ducks took that 2-1 lead, and they would never look back after having taken the lead, although they would tack on in short order. Elmer Reyes would be the next hitter at the plate for the Ducks, and after working a 2-2 count against Groats, he was able to deliver with a run-scoring hit of his own. Pitch, swinging a ground ball through the right side, a base hit. Ford being waved around third. Here he comes, losing the helmet. The throw into the plate is not in time. Lou Ford comes in to score. Going to third on the play was Jordan Pacheco. It's an RBI single for Elmer Reyes, and the Ducks now lead it 3-1. But the Ducks wouldn't be comfortable with just a 3-1 lead. They'd tack on again as the very next batter, 3 pitches later, Mark Krause stepped in, and he was able to touch up Groats for the big hit in the inning and really bust the game open. Krause drives one deep down the right field line. That's going to get down for extra bases and rattle around in the corner. In to score easily from third is Pacheco. Being waved around third is Reyes. Here comes the relay throw to the plate. The slide. He is safe at the plate. And heading down to third is Mark Krause. A 2-run double for Krause. And so the Ducks took a 5-1 lead. Carrying forward, Zach Treese, scoreless inning of relief. Patrick Kreider the same. And then came the bottom of the 8th inning where the Ducks, well, they figured out, you know what? Let's not just settle for a 4-run lead. Angelo Sonko had a thing to say about that against former big leaguer Manny Del Carmen. Del Carmen, which from 2005 to 2010 in the major leagues, as Sonko drives one high in the air, deep to center field, going back, and that ball's out of here. Angelo Sonko with a moonshot to center field. A home run for the Long Island Ducks, and it's now 6-1. That went, and the Ducks would tack on from there. Jordan Pacheco, the next batter, would end up drawing a walk, ended up advancing to second base on a wild pitch from Del Carmen, and then Elmer Reyes grounded out to shortstop for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Mark Krause stepped up to the plate again, and he was able to deliver to continue his big day and he did so with, well, really an exclamation point on the win for the Ducks. 495 feet. Krause swings and drives one deep to right center field. That ball is gone. Mark Krause goes yard over the third level of advertising in right center field. The second home run of the inning for the Ducks. The fourth of the season for Krause. And it's now 8-1 Long Island. And that's the way it was. The Ducks would win by a score of 8-1 as Rob Rogers would come in and pitch the top of the ninth inning. He got Daniel Fields to fly out to center. Then an infield single for Jonathan Galvez put a man on first with one out, but then a fly out from Andrew Lambo and a ground out to second from Santiago Nessie were able to seal the win for the Ducks. And so Long Island comes into this game 26-24, just 4 games behind the Somerset Patriots for first place in the Liberty Division, but they are just a game and a half behind the Bridgeport Bluefish, who are at home tonight taking on the Lancaster Barnstormers. We'll tell you a little bit more about that game and look around the rest of the Atlantic League when we come back. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks pregame show on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Billy Horn, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color with color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
And we'll welcome you back to Bridgewater, New Jersey. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network today. Take a look at some of the other action around the Atlantic League before we get set for the start of our game tonight. The Long Island Ducks and the Somerset Patriots. They're in the top of the 6th inning in Game 1 of a doubleheader out in York at People's Bank Ballpark. The New Britain Bees lead the York Revolution by a 7-1 score. So the Bees playing much better baseball as of late, continuing that trend here in Game 1 of a twin bill. In Game 2 will start roughly a half an hour at the end of that 7-inning scheduled contest. Getting off to a 7:12 start in Bridgeport today, where, as we mentioned before, Bridgeport Bluefish will be hosting the Lancaster Barnstormers in an interdivision contest. The Barnstormers, after their series in Bridgeport, fled back home to play host to the Ducks in a weekend series out at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And the one late game today, 8:05 local start, 7:05 out in the Central Time Zone. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs continuing their series at the Sugarland Skeeters. Get you the starting lineup for the Long Island Ducks. They're 26-24, managed by Kevin Baez. Leading things off will be the right fielder Phelan Lentini, followed up by the third baseman Ruben Gotai and the DH Lou Ford. Alex Berg catches and hits fourth, while Angelo Sonko is out in left field batting fifth. Jordan Pacheco is at first base. He bats sixth, while Giovanni Alfonso bats seventh and plays second base. Delta Cleary Jr. is in center field. He'll bat eighth. And Dan Lyons bats ninth and plays shortstop for the Ducks with Rafael Perez on the mound. Rick Teasley is ready to go for Somerset, and the first pitch of the night is on the outside corner for a called strike. And we are underway tonight at 7:05 p.m. right on the nose. There's the 0-1 from Teasley. Line drive to up the middle. Nice play in the short hop by Scott Kelly. He throws to first after the diving stop in time to get Lentini for out number one here in the first. So a nice play made by Scott Kelly, the Somerset Patriots shortstop. Let's meet the defensive alignment for Somerset. You've already met Kelly at shortstop. On the left side of the infield, he's joined by third baseman and former Duck Mark Minikazi. Keeping it on the infield, second baseman is Tyler Bortnick, and Carlos Guzman is at first. Adam Donachet is the catcher. Along the outfield, Aaron Eggleston is in left, Justin Pacioli is in center, and Greg Golson mans right. First pitch to Ruben Gotai is a called strike. Count 0-1. No score between the Ducks and the Patriots just underway here at TD Bank Ballpark. As the pitch runs inside, catches Gotai on the uniform, and he'll head on down to first base. So Ruben Gotai hit by a pitch by Rick Teasley. The Ducks have a man on first base with one out, and it's Gotai who's got some pretty good speed, bringing up the middle of the lineup. And Lou Ford to be the first. Kind of an unconventional look today with Pacheco at first, and Alex Berg in the cleanup spot, but against the lefty, Rick Teasley, Mark Krause getting the night off. Angelo Sonko dropped down from fourth to fifth in the lineup. Gotai with a healthy lead. First pitch to Ford misses outside. The count 1-0, strikes. Rick Teasley on the season, 4-1 record, 2.22 earned run average, 9 overall appearances, 5 of which were starts. Is entering tonight as the 1-0 to Ford is driven high and foul down the right field line. That'll get well out of play. Count now even up at 1-1. Ford at .233 on the season, a pair of home runs, 7 runs batted in his time back with the Ducks. Actually did not start the season with Long Island, but was called upon after the retirement of Nolan Reimolds. 1-1 pitch. That one misses low to Ford, and the count now 2-1. Teasley's walked 9 batters this season in 44 2/3 innings. Struck out 28, not a big strikeout guy, but he's not going to issue a lot of walks either. Comes to the high set, check of Gotai. The pitch, good, off speed, and big swing and a miss by Ford, and the count now even up at 2-2. Lights are on here at TD Bank Ballpark, though not really needing them so much yet. That shouldn't be too much longer before a later start with the 7:05 and 6:35 start, so we get up in Long Island. The pitch is jammed by Ford up the middle, played by the second baseman Bortnick. He steps on second for one and throws on to first in time to retire Ford for the double play. 4-3, and that will do it for the Ducks in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the first with no score between the Ducks and the Patriots on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by CityMD Urgent Care. There are over 15 CityMD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. CityMD Urgent Care, need a doctor, just walk in. Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Somerset Patriots. Joe Vasili here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Get you the starting lineup for the Somerset Patriots. Their manager, Brett Jody. They are 30-20 through their first 50 games. Scott Kelly, the shortstop, leads things off. And he's followed up by Justin Pacioli, the center fielder, and the first baseman, Carlos Guzman. Mark Minicozzi is the cleanup hitter. He will play third base, and Jovan Gonzalez is the DH batting fifth. Greg Golson is out in right field today. He'll bat sixth, while Aaron Eggleston is in left batting seventh. Tyler Bortnick is the second baseman batting eighth, and Adam Donahue is the catcher. He bats ninth, and again, as we mentioned, Rick Teasley is on the mound. Rafael Perez is ready to go as the Ducks don their orange jerseys with the black hats and the orange bills in tonight's ball game. The gray pants and the first pitch on the way from Perez. The fastball in at the knees for a called strike to Scott Kelly, and the count is 0-1. Somerset comes in to the game in first place in the Liberty Division. They have the best record overall in the Atlantic League at 30-20. Pitch to Kelly is tapped play by Perez to come off and get it, and he'll fire on to first. Where Jordan Pacheco makes the catch on the 1-3 ground out. Two pitches and one set aside here for Rafael Perez in the first inning. Defensively for the Ducks, Jordan Pacheco is at first, Giovanni Alfonso is at second, Dan Lyons is at shortstop, and Ruben Gotay is at third. Angelo Sanko plays left field, while Delta Cleary Jr. roams around in center, and Phelan Lentini is out right, with Alex Berg having the unfortunate task of doing the catching on a 91-degree night where the humidity makes it feel like 96. First pitch on the way is in for a strike to Justin Pacioli, count 0-1. Pacioli is hitting .346 on the season for the Patriots and sporting an impressive .439 on-base percentage. Pitch misses low and outside, count now even up at a ball and a strike. No score between the Ducks and the Patriots as we play in the bottom of the first inning. Perez working quickly, now the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, hit up the middle, over to his right. It's Alfonso making on a couple of hops. He fires to first in time to get Pacioli, so 2 up and 2 set aside for Rafael Perez here in the first inning as he looks to perhaps have a clean start to the ball game. Something that's always nice for a starting pitcher to be able to do. And for Perez, well, he has done that every single time he has taken the mound. He has not allowed a run in the first inning in his first 8 starts this season. Of course, now since I've said that, he'll go on to allow a run here, but I don't really believe in that, Jenks. First pitch is in for a called strike to Guzman, count 0-1. Guzman, left-handed batter against Rafael Perez. Left-handed thrower. Peers over the top of his glove, and now the pitch. Off speed, chopped on the ground towards second base. Alfonso charges. He'll underhand flip it to Pacheco in time to retire Guzman and retire the side. Well, it takes Rafael Perez just 7 pitches to set the Somerset Patriots down 1-2-3, making this another PSE&G Long Island energy-efficient inning. With energy-efficient efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island. Saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money now. One more way, PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. No score to the top of the second.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Alex Berg will lead things off here in the top of the second inning for the Long Island Ducks. No score between the Ducks and Patriots tonight. Here from beautiful TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Rick Teasley winds and fires. The first pitch on the way to Berg. That one's on the outside corner for a called strike. Counts 0-1. Pitch of the Ducks health report here in this inning. That's presented by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. As Berg chops the 0-1 pitch on the ground to third base. It's scooped up and thrown on to first by Mark Minikazi. That'll retire Berg for the first out here in the second inning. As far as we know, David Ardsma still a couple of days away in that day-to-day phase, but still listed on the disabled list. And Tyler Wilson is still not able to perform, so he remains out of commission. You might notice that Elmer Reyes and Mark Krause not in the lineup, but just scheduled off days for those two. First pitch on the way to the lefty, Angelo Sonko. Misses low in the count, 1-0, no strikes. Sonko, the lone left-handed hitter in the lineup today against the lefty Rick Teasley. Works quickly, the 1-0. He's in for a strike, and the count now even up at 1-1. After Sonko, Jordan Pacheco stands on deck. Came through the big hit on Sunday that scored 2 runs. As Sonko's laid on the 1-1 pitch and fouls it back to the screen. Count now 1-2. Wind blowing out towards left center today. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on and popped fouled on the left field line. That'll reach the stands and clang off an empty seat and carry him almost all the way back down onto the field. Do it again at 1-2 to Sonko. But it is hot, it is humid, it is just ugly day as Sonko drives one high and deep to center field, way back, and that ball is gone. Angelo Sonko's 12th home run of the year, and the Long Island Ducks are on top 1-0 here over the Somerset Patriots. Home runs in back-to-back at-bats dating back to Sunday for Angelo Sonko. I'll bring up Jordan Pacheco. The Ducks now on top 1-0. And that is one thing about these hot, humid days like this, especially when you get that breeze blowing out, is the ball loves to carry. First pitch on the way to Pacheco is on the outside corner for a called strike. Count 0-1. Pacheco can relate to that. He spent several years of his major league career playing in Colorado. The thin atmosphere of Coors Field as the 0-1 pitch It's grounded foul on the third baseline. It's off the facing of the Long Island Ducks dugout. Count 0-2 to Pacheco. So spent time in Arizona, another big hitter's paradise. And a place where, pretty impressively this year, the Arizona Diamondbacks installed a humidor, and they did so very quietly. 0-2 pitch to Pacheco, misses inside. It's now 1-2. Remember about 15 years ago when the Rockies installed a humidor at Coors Field? There was all that fanfare, and I think a lot of it was because they kind of did it quietly and tried to keep it a secret. And then word got out and people made a big deal as broken bat ground ball here for Pacheco, scooped up by Teasley. And he underhand tosses to first base in time to retire Pacheco for the second out of the inning. But this year, the Arizona Diamondbacks installed a humidor at Chase Field in an effort to try and curb some of the offense and some of the home runs at their ballpark. And obviously we don't know exactly what the effects of that will be until after the season, but one of the studies that they were doing before the season, as the first pitch to Giovanni Alfonso misses outside for a ball. Count 1-0. A lot of the studies showed that they thought it would be successful in curbing some of the home runs. As the 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, it's now 1-1. And in fact, there were even a few people who studied it, including, I want to say it was Dave Cameron over at Fangraphs, that said it could be more effective than the one at Coors Field. As the 1-1 to Alfonso is awkwardly swung at and missed, and the count now 1-2. So Alfonso corkscrewed himself into the ground, trying to check his swing at that pitch from Teasley that started in the zone and then just darted down out. Teasley's up-tempo pitching on the mound seems to be throwing some of these Ducks batters off. 1-2 misses just inside, and the count now 2-2 to Alfonso. Ducks lead at 1-0 on the strength of a solo home run by Angelo Sunco to dead center field off the batter's eye. Now the 2-2 to Alfonso. Late swing and a foul ball on the first base side. It's off the facing of the sweet level. We'll do it again at 2-2. Alfonso played 2 years of affiliated ball in the Miami Marlins organization. 2015 with Batavia, last year with Greensboro, as he gets one off the fists and rolls it out to shortstop. Kelly charges, sidearms to first in time to retire Alfonso, and that'll do it for the Ducks here in the second. But they score 1 run on 1 hit, the Angelo Sunco home run, and other than that, the Ducks will take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the second. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
One 1-0 Long Island as we head to the bottom of the second inning. There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting www.liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for Brandon. First pitch of the inning to Mark Minikazi is in for a called strike from Rafael Perez. Count 0-1. Perez was uber efficient in the first inning. He needed just 7 pitches to set down the Patriots 1-2-3. Here's the pitch to Minikazi. He swings and foul tips it at home plate. Might have caught a piece of Alex Berg. Minikazi, actually, it looks like, took a couple of steps outside the batter's circle before getting back in. Minikazi, the former Long Island Duck, playing in his 8th game with the Somerset Patriots this year. He was signed about 2 weeks ago. Hitting $172, no extra base hits, but 2 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Minikazi goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the night for Rafael Perez. And the first out here in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up Yovan Gonzalez. Greg Golson steps into the on-deck circle. 1-0 Long Island as we play here in the bottom of the second inning. The base is empty and 1 out. Still plenty of sunlight, but the light's on here at TD Bank Ballpark. Old Glory blowing out towards center today, the direction of which Angelo Sunko connected for a home run back in the top of the second to give the Ducks their lone run. Perez winds and fires. First pitch to Gonzalez. That one's in at the letters for a called strike. The count 0-1. Perez has now thrown 11 pitches. 10 of them have been strikes. The 0-1. One misses low and inside. The count now 1-1. Always good to mix it up every once in a while because you don't want the opposing hitters to just key on wherever in the strike zone. Got to throw some outs just to change up the eye levels a little. 1-1 pitch is ripped into right field. That'll get in for a base hit. Bobbled initially by Lentini, but that'll go as a single for Yovan Gonzalez, who continues his hot hitting for the Somerset Patriots, and that is their first hit of the ball game. Gonzalez came into the game hitting .342, which is only the second highest average in the lineup behind Justin Pacioli's .346. So that'll bring up former Major Leaguer Greg Golson. Speedy outfielder hitting just .226 in his time here as a Somerset Patriot. First pitch on the way is bunted on, but that one will roll foul. Count 0-1 to Golson. 6 batters, 6 first pitch strikes for Rafael Perez in the game today. Last year, Golson was in the Atlantic League, played 96 games as a member of the New Britain Bees, and hit .292 for him to the Austin, Texas native. 3 home runs. He's already got 2 here with Somerset. Although some of that might have to do with, well, TD Bank Ballpark being a little bit more hitter-friendly than New Britain Stadium is. Just .317 down the left field line, .315 down the right field line here. Pitch to Golson. This time he's swinging away. He fouls it back to the backstop. Count now 0-2. Yovan Gonzalez not a threat to run at first base. He hasn't attempted a stolen base all season long. Golson, in addition to his time with New Britain, spent parts of the 2013 and 2014 seasons as a member of the Lancaster Barnstormers. Played in a total of 52 games in those 2 years. Perez is 0-2. Swing a fly ball on the first base line. That'll get well out of play and into the stands all the way up into the suite levels. So the count will remain 0-2 to Golson. It's not to be confused with former relief pitcher Greg Olson. This is Greg Golson. Feel sorry if they ever had to play on the same team together, but they never did. Perez drops the hands to the belt and now delivers the 0-2. Swing a ground ball to third over the bag and down the left field line. That'll be extra bases for Golson. Rounding second inning for third, Gonzalez. Golson will pull up into second as Sunko digs the ball out of the corner and left. And now it's runners on second and third here for Somerset with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. And the Ducks clinging to a 1-0 lead. Good at-bat there by Golson, who wasted away a couple of tough 2-strike pitches before getting one that he finally liked. And lacing it down the left field line for a base knock. I'll bring up Aaron Eggleston here with a chance to pick up an RBI and tie up the game, or perhaps give the Patriots the lead. One gone here in the bottom of the second. As Perez will work out of the full windup with runners on second and third. Really not concerned about Gonzalez at third at all. First pitch on the way to Eggleston is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. And it's actually interesting with Gonzalez. He is the DH today. And it's just the second time that he's served as the designated hitter for Somerset this season. The 0-1 on the way to Eggleston, who wears number 91, is fouled back, and the count now 0-2. Late swing that time by the Atlantic League veteran. Now Perez in the driver's seat, here ahead in the count, 0-2. Well, Gonzalez DH'd in Sunday's game for Somerset as well. Aaron today, the only two times he's been the DH. 0-2 pitch from Perez. Swinging a foul back to the screen behind home plate. We'll do it again at 0-2. Try to get a fastball by Eggleston, but couldn't, as he just was able to get a piece of it. Gonzalez normally listed as a catcher with the Patriots, and this is just the third time all season that Gonzalez and Adam Donahue, the other catcher, both been in the lineup. Is now time is called. His home plate umpire Fred DeJesus instructs the on-deck batter Tyler Bortnick to back up. He was getting too close. Bortnick still standing on the grass, which I didn't know was allowed. I thought you had to stay inside the circle. Not that anyone does, but it is the rule. 0-2 to Eggleston. He reaches down and slaps it out to shortstop. Laid on a short hop by Lyons. Looks the runner back at third and fires to first in time. That'll retire Eggleston 6-3 for the second out in the inning. That'll bring up Tyler Bortnick. By the way, we just told you, Fred DeJesus, the home plate umpire tonight. Get you the rest of the umpiring crews. It's Jorge Turan at third base, and J.V. Torres is the first base umpire. DeJesus, Turan, and Torres for this series. They'll do one full rotation around as the Ducks and Patriots will play 3. So here's the righty batting at Tyler Bortnick, second baseman for Somerset. As the first pitch on the way from Perez, breaking ball hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Golson getting the wave around third. Here comes Cleary Jr.'s throw. He attempted to be cut off by Pacheco, but he lets it roll through. And it's going to be a 2-run single for Tyler Bortnick. And the Somerset Patriots have taken it 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. Not wasting any time was Bortnick. He was excited to get into the box, as we saw when he was on deck. And then he got in there and swung right away at the first pitch and picked up a 2-run single. I'll bring up Adam Donahue. Now the catcher and number 9 hitter for Somerset today. And as smoothly as things went for Rafael Perez in the bottom of the first inning, that's as not smooth as they've gone here in the bottom of the second. Perez comes set at the belt. Look over at first, and now we'll throw in that direction. And back and standing is Bortnick. Tyler Bortnick this season, 7 stolen bases in 8 attempts. Team leader is Justin Pacioli, who has 17 in 18 tries. Darian Sanford leading the Atlantic League with over 30 as Perez throws over to first again. And they're going to call a balk on Rafael Perez. Home plate umpire Fred DeJesus ruled that move over to first base by Perez was a balk. He violated that 45-degree angle that you're supposed to keep when throwing over to first. And you see a lot of pitchers kind of toe that balance very delicately, and that time Perez ended up violating it. So now a man in scoring position after the balk. As Bortnick moves ahead to second. Perez comes set, a look back, and now the pitch. Called strike at the knees to Donahue, and the count 0-1. Donahue on this season, .247 batter, 2 doubles, a home run, and 9 runs batted in. Splitting time behind home plate with Yovan Gonzalez. As Perez is set. Long look back at second. Now the 0-1. Just did miss high and outside. The count now even up at a ball and a strike. That was a pitch that Perez was getting earlier in this inning. Didn't get it there. Perez a long look in at Alex Berg for his signs. He slows way down with runners on base. Now the pitch. That one misses low, and the count now 2 balls and a strike. Perez kind of an interesting case in that regard. When the bases are empty and he's working out of the windup, he is just get the ball and throw, get the ball and throw. When there's somebody on, he slows it down and is much more deliberate. Trying to throw off the timing of the hitters and the runners, so you can't necessarily time it up the way that you might otherwise. Perez set, and now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. The count now 2-2. That was a good one for Perez. Left it knee-high to Donahue, and there was not really much he could do with it. See out beyond the left field wall, the cars passing by north and south on Interstate 287, near the crescents around New York City. 2-2 pitch, rolled foul up the third base line by Donahue. We'll do it again at 2-2. Comes all the way down here to Bridgewater, near the Rutgers area. For those unfamiliar with the state of New Jersey geography, it kind of goes right around here. Actually ends up in Woodbridge, which is not too nearby. And they say all roads in New Jersey lead to Woodbridge. More on that later. Just crescents right around through north central Jersey and up into New York State in the Suffern area. We're looping back around the 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to third base. Nice stop by Gotay off to his left. Long throw to first. He got him on a bounce. What a play by Ruben Gotay to end the bottom of the second inning. But the Somerset Patriots scored 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We go to the top of the third. It's Somerset 2 and Long Island 1. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Welcome back to Bridgewater, New Jersey. New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent and New York sports news sources out there. For coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer, visit www.nysportsday.com. First pitch is in for a called strike to Delta Cleary Jr. The count is 0-1. It'll be Delta Cleary Jr., Dan Lyons, and Phelan Lentini 2 up. As Teasley delivers a strike, the count now 0-2 to Cleary. And away, New York Sports Day is your independent Gotham sports news source. As the 0-2 pitch to Cleary, rips it into center field, and that'll go down for a base hit. So Delta Cleary Jr. hitting just .217 on the season, trying to turn it around, gets himself off to a good start with a base hit to center field off Rick Teasley. And the Ducks are in business here in the top of the third inning, trailing the Somerset Patriots by a 2-1 score. So that'll bring up Dan Lyons. See if the bunt is on here. As Lyons looks down at third base coach and manager Kevin Baez. Mark Minikazi guarding against it by playing a couple of steps in on the cut of the infield grass at third. And Teasley picks over to first. Lyons bluffs a bunt. And back in safely was dealt to Cleary Jr. Teasley dangling the left arm as he looks in for his signs from Donahue. Now he comes set and throw over to first again and again. Lyons bluffs over to first. And now there's some chirping from the Ducks dugout that was a balk move. Remember, in the bottom of this second, Rafael Perez was called for a balk on a pickoff over to first. It's the pitch from Teasley. That one's in for a called strike with Lyons not bluffing around. The count's 0-1. Dan Lyons had himself quite the series against the Bridgeport Bluefish. Took an 0 for 4 on Sunday, but still finished 5 for 11 with a home run. And a couple of runs scored, as well as a double. Leonard high strike on 0-1 makes it 0-2. As the lefty Teasley, who spent last year as a Southern Illinois minor out in the Frontier League, ahead in the count on one of the finest players the Atlantic League's ever seen. 0-2 pitch to Lyons misses inside. Count now 1-2. Certainly think there's no doubt that when it's all said and done, Dan Lyons goes down as one of the greatest Long Island Ducks ever. And in the now 20-year history of the Atlantic League, I'm sure there have been some great shortstops. I don't know who have the body of work that could really live up to what Lyons has done here on Long Island, now in his 7th season. Pickoff attempted. Cleary got back in standing that time. 2-1 Somerset. We play in the top of the third inning. Nobody out and a man on first base on a hot and humid night. Teasley picks over at first again, and this time Cleary has to dive back in. Tonight's the kind of night with this weather that just reminds you of, some of those old folksy sayings that people might say down south, like it's hotter than a tin roof in July or something like that. 1-2 pitch. Fouled back by Lyons, and the count will remain at a ball and 2 strikes as Fan can't make the catch up in the sweet level and it bounces down below. I don't know, I'm from New Jersey. I only spent about 2 years down south. I didn't pick up too many folksy phrases like that. So unfortunately I can't share an authentic one as the 1-2 is fouled back by Lyons again. Got a piece of the catcher Donahue. We'll do it again at 1-2. Weather certainly reminds you of like being in a swamp. 2-1 Patriots, no outs, top of the third. The pitch from Teasley, swinging a line drive, hit out towards left field. That's going to hang up in time for Aaron Eggleston to settle underneath it and make the catch. That's out number 1 here in the third inning as Lyons is retired after a 6-pitch battle. I'll bring up Phelan Lentini. Lentini grounded out to shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today, hitting .215 on the season. Home run, 8 runs driven in, but again, has been performing much better as of late for the Ducks, hitting over .400 in his last 10 games played. Right at the .400 mark. Lead off first is Cleary. He's got 13 steals on the season, and Teasley will pick over again. He's paying him a lot of attention. He knows just what Cleary can do out on the bases. Lentini, speedy runner at the plate, tough to double up. The Patriots look to turn 2 in the middle infield with Kelly and Bortnick, the shortstop and second baseman. Here's the pitch. Cleary runs, misses outside. Throw down to second is in time. They got him. Oh, that was a close play at second base. And Jorge Teran said Delta Cleary Jr. was out. Cleary caught stealing for just the third time this season. 2-6 for those keeping track at home, and that's out number 2 here in the inning. So now the base is empty and Lentini at the plate. Count 1 ball and no strikes as the pitch missed outside for a ball. Swings and drives one high in the air and deep to right field, but that'll hang up for Golson to settle underneath it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So the leadoff single for the Ducks all goes for naught as they're unable to score a run. They trail the Somerset Patriots 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Somerset Patriots lead the Long Island Ducks by a 2-1 score. Rafael Perez will face Scott Kelly, Justin Pacioli, and Carlos Guzman on the top of the Patriots lineup. We'd like to remind you fans that the final out at the top of the third inning was the 15th out of today's ball game. Do you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. Leading things off will be Scott Kelly. He's 0 for 1 today, grounded back to Rafael Perez, his first trip up. That was all the way back in the first inning. Ducks got their run on an Angelo Sonko home run in the top of the second. The Patriots got a pair of runs on a Tyler Bortnick 2-run single in the bottom half of that inning. Rafael Perez out of the windup. First pitch on the way to Kelly is a fastball in the outside corner for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Scott Kelly hitting .267 on this season. Local product here for the Somerset Patriots, Jersey kid. There's the 0-1 pitch. Misses low. The count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Scott Kelly, originally from West Windsor, New Jersey, down in the Princeton area. And really everything in the Princeton area is kind of Princeton. So basically he's from Princeton. The 1-1 pitch to Kelly is swung on and missed. Count now 1-2. It's kind of weird. You get the West Windsor, there's East Windsor, there's Plainsboro, there's Princeton Junction, and they're basically all Princeton. But they're different municipalities all under the Princeton umbrella. As the 1-2 pitch misses low and inside. Count now 2-2. So it makes for some confusing things on mailing addresses, and a lot of towns and townships in central New Jersey are like that. It's kind of weird. And Princeton's like that, and a few others, but none quite as notable as there. This pitch to Kelly is lined into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. So Scott Kelly collects himself a base hit. He's now 1 for 2. That's the 4th hit of the game for Somerset. They've got the leadoff man on to start the bottom of the third. 2-1 lead for Somerset as we play here tonight. Still some white wispy cumulus clouds overhead. Actually, the cumulus ones, those are the puffy ones. The wispy is the cirrus. Who's to say I didn't retain anything from those 2 weeks of meteorology classes I took that one time before deciding that was a bad decision. Much like wearing a black shirt today was a bad decision. Anyway, here's Justin Pacioli. So for 1, grounded out to second base his first time up. Kelly lit off first, he runs for second. Pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Out 0-1. Not sure if that was a designed hit and run there with Kelly and Pacioli, or whether Kelly was taking off running on his own, but he had a monster jump on Rafael Perez, who, remember, was called for that balk back in the second inning, so you wonder if he might be a little timid to throw over to first base in this situation. And Kelly, recognizing that might be a possibility, took off there on the first pitch. Timeout called as Perez ups to wipe his brow here before delivering the next pitch. Either a gnat or a bead of sweat getting in his way. Perez set. Now the 0-1. Kelly runs again. Pacioli bluffs around a bunt. The pitch down to the dirt. Kelly will get down to second without a throw. Scott Kelly was 15th stolen base of the season. Count even up at a ball and a strike to Justin Pacioli. The Patriots have a man in scoring position, bottom of the third, and a 2-1 lead. Fans clapping their hands here in the bottom of the third. Perez set, a look back at second to pitch. Pacioli drives it in the air pretty well to center field, chasing Cleary Jr. back. He's going to line it up and make the catch. And then in the transfer, he drops the ball, and Kelly's going to come around third and try to score. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. Pacioli standing at third, but he's out as the bobble was made on the transfer. The ball slipping out of Delta Cleary Jr.'s hands. And for the second time in a 3-game span, a sacrifice fly to center field allows a run to score from second base against the Long Island Ducks. Just a quirky turn of events in both of those matters. One was Cleary had to run back and make an over-the-shoulder catch and slid down and ended up not being able to get up in time, which allowed a runner to score from second. But that time, just a drop on the transfer. First pitch to Carlos Guzman, swung on and missed, and the count's 0-1. As winds and fires the 0-1 to Guzman. This ball misses low, and the count is now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 3-1 Somerset in charge here as we play in the bottom of the third inning, but the base is empty. Perez working back out of the full windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Late swinging a foul ball back on top of the roof of the suite level. Count now 1-2. It's Carlos Guzman. Mark Minikazi is on deck. He'll be next. With 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Ducks will play 2 more with the Patriots tomorrow and Thursday before getting back on the bus and heading further out west to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed by Carlos Guzman. He goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. It's the second strikeout of the game for Rafael Perez. 3-1 Somerset leading. By the way, they have officially ruled on the Pacioli ball, and it is just an F8, fly out to center, and then an error on Delta Cleary Jr. It's the first pitch to Mark Minikazi is foul tipped back into the mitt of Alex Berg, and the count 0-1. So no sacrifice fly, no RBI for Pacioli, though I will confirm that in between innings. As Kelly came in to score on the error, not on the fly ball outs. Pitch is hit in the air to center, and Cleary will circle around and make the catch for out number 3 in the frame. A run for the Patriots on a hit in error, and nobody was left on base. We go to the top of the fourth. The score 3-1 Somerset. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. It's the Somerset Patriots 3 and the Long Island Ducks 1. Joe Basile with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network tonight. It's time for tonight's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. First pitch to Ruben Gotay is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Rick Teasley starts his fourth inning of work. Answer that question here right after this pitch. In for a called strike. The count now 0-2 to Gotay. As you know, Tim Melville had his contract purchased by the Minnesota Twins. He's assigned to AAA Rochester this weekend. It's the 0-2 pitch. Didn't miss by much, but was a little bit low, and the count now 1-2 to Gotay. He replaced, on the Rochester Red Wings roster, a former Atlantic Leaguer and former Somerset Patriot pitcher who recently got called up to the major leagues. Who was that pitcher? 1-2 pitch to Gotay, swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count remain at 1-2, so we'll let you stew on that one for a few minutes. So we'll let you know that Tim Melville actually is scheduled to make his first appearance with Rochester tonight as part of a piggyback start. Just getting him in as a piggyback starter. The next time through the rotation be in the starting rotation for the Twins AAA affiliate. The 1-2 to Gotay misses. It's now 2-2. We'll keep you monitored on that one and give you any update that we can as they trickle in throughout the nights. 2-2 misses low to Gotay, and he's worked the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's kind of funny, for those unfamiliar with the concept of the piggyback starts, something that you see a lot in the affiliated minor leagues, really at the lower levels, as the 3-2 to Gotay is in there for a called strike 3 at the letters. That's 1 out now here in the top of the fourth inning with the Patriots leading the Ducks 3-1. First strikeout of the night for Rick Teasley. I'm going to bring up Lou Ford. Tonight, Rochester taking on the AAA affiliates of the New York Yankees, the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. As the first pitch to Ford misses inside, the count 1 ball and no strikes. But basically, the concept of the piggyback start is you get one guy going, he'll maybe go 3-4 innings, and then you get another guy to do 3 or 4. As Ford flies one deep to right field, and making the catch in fair territory will be Greg Golson on the run. He had a long way to go, was able to track it down, one former major leaguer to another, for out number 2 here in the inning. Chris Heston got the start for Rochester. You might remember Chris Heston as the guy who, while pitching with the San Francisco Giants, threw a no-hitter against the New York Mets at Citi Field in 2015. Now pitching in AAA. Heston went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, so then enter Tim Melville. The First pitch to Alex Berg is swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. Our old friend Tim, so far, 1 2/3 innings, has not allowed a run on 2 hits, struck out 2 and walked 1. Solid start to his Rochester Red Wing debut. Pitch to Berg is in for a strike, the count now 0-2. So congratulations to Tim Melville, and of course that reminds me to tell you that is part of our 4th inning trivia question. Whose roster spot, what former Somerset Patriots roster spot, did Melville fill? As the 0-2 to Berg, misses upstairs. Count now 1-2. Rhythmic clapping here on the 1-2 pitch to Berg. That one misses outside. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hot and humid nights here in Bridgewater, New Jersey, as the Somerset Patriots take on the Long Island Ducks. Timeout called. Here's Berg will dig back in, and Teasley winds and fires again. The pitch, swinging a ground ball, just fouled over the bag at third base. Took a left turn just a bit too soon. Kevin Baez pleading his case with third base umpire Jorge Turan. He's not going to win that one, as it hit down fair and then might even gone over the bag in fair territory, but when it landed, it was in foul territory. 3-1 Patriots, 2 in the bottom of the second, 1 in the bottom of the third for Somerset. Ducks lone run on a Angelo Sunko homer. Berg grounds the pitch out towards shortstop, fielded by Kelly. Throw high to first, pulled down by Guzman, and that will retire the side. It's now 5 in a row retired for Rick Teasley since the single to Delta Cleary Jr. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-1 Somerset. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Somerset Patriots lead the Long Island Ducks by a 3-1 score. Remind you fans that the Long Island Ducks, after this 6-game road trip, well, they get to come back home, and it's going to feel really nice to come back home for the Long Island Ducks on Monday, June 19th, as they kick off an exciting homestand. All kinds of great promotions and things going on, starting with Heart Health Night with commemorative purple t-shirts for the first 3,000 fans, presented by Northwell Health. It's also Military Monday, $7 ticket offer for active military when you show your military ID at the Bethpage Ballpark box office. That's Monday, June 19th, and the opponents will be these very Somerset Patriots, so it's going to be an important series, as well as these two teams duking it out for the first half crown. Again, 20 games left to play, including tonight, and, well, 4 games separating these two teams. The Ducks are actually in third, with Bridgeport currently sitting in second, 2.5 games behind Somerset, and 1.5 games up on the Ducks. First pitch from Rafael Perez is in for a called strike to Jovan Gonzalez. The count 0-1. Perez. Quickly, the pitch. It's in for a strike again, and the count now 0-2. First 2 rounds of the Major League Baseball draft took place yesterday and today. For those watching, a lot of young men's hopes and dreams coming true as the 0-2 pitch is lined into right field, but Phelan Lentini roams over on it, and he's going to get there to make the catch. That'll be out number 1 here in the inning. So Gonzalez retired on the fly out to right field. That's now 4 in a row set down by Rafael Perez since the Scott Kelly single to lead off the third. By the way, again, was able to get the clarification. Scott Kelly scores on the E8s from Delta Cleary Jr. That's just his first error of the season. And that, of course, makes that run unearned then against the ledger of Rafael Perez. So just 2 out of these 3 runs up on the board are earned against him. So the first pitch on the way is chopped over the head of the third baseman, Ruben Gota, by Greg Golson, and down the left field line. Over to cut it off is Sonko, but not before. Golson is going to be able to chug into second with his second double of the ball game. The former New York Yankee, Greg Golson, comes through first pitch swing and chopped it over the head of the drawn-in infielder's head. Ruben Gota over at third base. And a runner in scoring position here for the Patriots, an all-too-familiar refrain for the Ducks here in this ball game. 3-1 Somerset on top as Aaron Eggleston comes up. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Perez. Set a look back at second base in the first pitch. Eggleston takes a called strike in at the knees. Counts 0-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. Somerset on top. It reminds us also it's time to answer our 4th inning trivia question of the night. Testing your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We asked, we'll re-ask the question in just a second as the 0-1 pitch is in for a strike to Eggleston. It's now 0-2. We asked you before the game, rather in the top of the inning, Tim Melville, signed by Minnesota, or had his contract purchased by Minnesota, signed to AAA Rochester, ended up taking the roster spot of a former Somerset Patriot. Who was that Patriot? 2 to Eggleston, misses low. The count now 1-2, and the answer is it was Nick Turley. Tim Melville took Nick Turley's spot, who got called up to the big club to make his major league debut. Congratulations to the former Somerset Patriot Nick Turley, former Yankees prospect as well, for that matter. Getting the call up to the show. After really duking it out in the minors for a long time, and obviously coming down to independent ball as well. Now Melville hoping that he's the next one. Perez comes set. Here's the 1-2. That one misses low, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Eggleston. Aaron Eggleston 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up. That was back in the 2nd inning. And their next batter, Tyler Bortnick, was able to come through with a 2-run single. It was Eggleston who hit into the ground out to short with the infield drawn in with 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. It was at the time. 2-2 from Perez. Swinging a tapper back to the right side of the infield. Charging hard is Alfonso. He gloves and fires on to first. And now, home plate umpire Fred DeJesus is signaling for the runner Golson to go back to second and is awarding Eggleston first. Are they calling catcher's interference here? I think that's what the call is. Eggleston reaches first on catcher's interference. Not a call you see very often. I'll put runners on first and second with 1 out. Tyler Bortnick now up at the plate. What a funky game this has been as Perez steps off the rubber. Force the runners to reset. We've seen Runners score from second on a fly ball to center field. We've seen a balk, a catcher's interference. Hit by pitch. That's not that weird. Perez drops the hands to the belts, and the first pitch to Bortnick. Strike one as that fastball matriculated on the outside corner. Counts 0-1. Bortnick had the 2 RBIs last time up, back in the second inning, driving home Yovan Gonzalez and Greg Golson. He's got Golson out on second base right now. Got a chance to drive him in again. It's Somerset 3, Long Island 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch. Late swinging a foul ball off on the first base side. That'll clear the top row of the grandstand and get back onto the concourse. It's now 0-2 to Bortnick. Tyler Bortnick from Mentor, Ohio. Reached as high as AAA in his career in affiliated baseball. Played most recently with the Toledo Mud Hens. AAA affiliated the Detroit Tigers. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, and it just did miss low and outside. The count now 1-2. One gone here in this bottom of the fourth inning. A ground ball here from Perez. Potentially beat 2 and gets the Ducks out of this jam. Perez drops the hands to the belt to look back at second. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit up the middle. Past the diving Alfonso and into center for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for Omas Golson. The throw comes in on a hop to Alex Berg. It's an RBI single for Tyler Bortnick. And the Somerset Patriots have grabbed a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Starting to tack it on against Rafael Perez. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 here in the fourth. Patriots offense not relenting. The Ducks have their lone run today on an Angelo Sonko home run. But outside of that, have been a little bit starved for offense. Managed just 2 hits overall against Rick Teasley, who's been just downright spectacular since entering the starting rotation for the Somerset Patriots. We'll talk about that more in the top of the fifth. Perez's first pitch to Donahue is lined into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Eggleston. The throw from Sonko cut off at third base. Back-to-back RBI singles for Bortnick and Donahue. And it's now 5-1 in favor of Somerset with 1 out in the fourth. Eggleston comes around to score from second. Bortnick holds up at second base on the play. Still no action out in the Ducks bullpen though. So the pitch count is okay for Perez, but starting to get beaten up a little bit here in the bottom of the third. Or rather bottom of the fourth. Coming up, Scott Kelly. Singled and came around to score that unearned run in the third inning. Also got himself in a scoring position by swiping his 15th base of the season. He's been red hot lately, has Kelly. First pitch from Rafael Perez. He squares around to bunts. And they say on the attempt, that's strike number 1 as he came up empty. Perez drops the hands to the belt to look back at second base. Now the pitch. Swing a line drive, head out towards left center field. That'll get down for a base hit in front of Angelo Sonko. Being held up at third base is Tyler Bortnick, and the bases are loaded with Patriots with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. They lead it 5-1 after the base hit by Scott Kelly. Donahue down to second. Bortnick to third on the play. As Kelly keeps it going, now with hits in 9 straight games and 27 out of the last 30. Being over 300 in that span as Billy Horn will make a trip up to the mound. And now action will begin out in the Long Island Duck bullpen. Looks like Zach Treese is up and stirring, but he's not the one throwing. He's just helping to warm up one of the pitchers as of right now. The bullpens here at TD Bank Ballpark are out on the fields, kind of Wrigley Field style. They're just they're on the warning track, down the line, so you can actually see action. But the backs of the players warming up. I can tell you it's a right-handed pitcher, but it's so far away, can't necessarily tell you who it is from this distance. First pitch on the way to Justin Pacioli. Misses low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. 5-1 Somerset. We play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rafael Perez trying to get himself out of a jam. A ground ball could do the trick. The 1-0. So in a line drive, hitting the shallow right center field. Backing up on it, Giovanni Alfonso. He makes the catch. And off balance, fires one back into the middle of the diamond where it's cut off by Jordan Pacheco. Pacioli out on the humpback line drive for out number 2 here in the inning. That snaps the streak of 5 straight Patriots to reach base against Perez. Double, a catcher's interference, and then 3 straight singles. So that'll bring up Carlos Guzman. Guzman is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout against Perez. Alfonso playing deep back on the grass of the outfield against the lefties. The first pitch is in for a called strike. The count's 0-1. Perez peering over the top of his glove, looking in at Alex Berg, hanging the signs behind to home plate. Now he kicks and deals the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Guzman. Count now 0-2. Guzman last year played 111 games with the Patriots, had a .264 batting average with 12 home runs. Finished second on the team in doubles with 21. One-time New York Mets prospect is the 0-2 pitch. Misses just low, and the count now 1-2. Spent 5 years in the Mets organization, including being named a Florida State League midseason All-Star back in 2009. He's played in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution and the Camden River Sharks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball hit up the middle. That'll get into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score from third base is Bortnick. Donahue right behind him. Kelly going for third. He'll make it there ahead of the throw. And the score now 7-1 Somerset as they're pouring it on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 4 spot for the Patriots. That's going to be all for Rafael Perez as Kevin Baez is up and out of the dugout, and we'll have a new pitcher coming in for the Ducks. 7-1 Patriots will take a step aside and be back and let you know all about the new pitcher. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
New pitcher in the game for the Long Island Ducks is Henry Hirsch, making just his second appearance with the club. The other was a start back on June 1st. So it's been a little bit since Hirsch has seen action. He went 5 innings in that start and had 3 runs on 5 hits, walking 4, striking out 5. It's Rafael Perez out of the game. Now, any additional runs that score will be unearned. In fact, the last 3 runs that have scored against Perez have all been unearned. Really kind of got the short end of the stick today in terms of some errors and catcher's interference calls. First pitch is a strike to Mark Minikazi, and the count's 0-1. Minikazi 0 for 2, flew out in his last trip back in the third and struck out swinging against Rafael Perez back in the second. 2 strikeouts that Perez delivered today. The 0-1 pitch from Hirsch. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air out towards right field, sending Lentini back, still tracking back, and he makes the catch. A couple of steps in front of the warning track, and that will do it for the Patriots here in the 4th. But they end up scoring 4 runs. Just one of those was earned. They got him on 5 hits. There was 1 error, and they leave 2 on base. It's Somerset 7 and Long Island 1 as we head to the 5th on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Angelo Sonko will lead things off for the Long Island Ducks in the top of the 5th inning. 7-1 to score in favor of the Somerset Patriots, and you can chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. First pitch to Angelo Sonko, misses for a ball, and the count 1-0. Rick Teasley back out to the mound after an extended delay. 53 pitches now on the night. Lines and fires. Here's the 1-0. Misses low and outside. The count now 2 balls and no strikes. Angelo Sonko hit a home run his first time up. It was the 36th home run of the season for the Long Island Ducks. There's the 2-0 pitch to Sonko. Misses upstairs. Count now 3 balls and no strikes. Remember, if the Ducks hit 100 home runs this year, they'll have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Chappie's Funeral Homes donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. The count now 3-1. So Angelo Sonko doing his part there, his 12th home run of the season. Teasley winds and fires the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up on the infield. Drifting in on it, Tyler Bortnick on the edge of the infield dirt. Now backing up a step, makes the catch, and that's out number 1 here in the 5th inning. So Angelo Sunko pops up on the infield for the opening out in the top of the 5th. By the way, it's HamptonCoffeeCompany.com. You can also visit their cafes in the Hamptons to also enjoy Hampton Coffee Company coffee when the Ducks are not at home at Bethpage Ballpark. When they are, just go to the concession stands. So to bring up Jordan Pacheco with the bases empty and 1 out. First pitch misses for a ball, the count 1-0. Pacheco, the former major leaguer, was 0 for 1. He grounded out back to the mound his first time up today. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul ball back this way. It's off the top of the netting behind home plate. Cat now even up at 1-1. Sun's starting to go down as twilight overhead. There's still some blue skies gracing us here tonight. Well, the lights doing much of the work down in the field as the pitch set on the ground towards third base, picked by Minikazi. He'll throw across to first in time to retire Pacheco. We're out number 2 here in the 5th. 2 up and 2 set aside for Rick Teasley, who has, well, only faced 1 over the minimum so far in this game. That's because of the home run to Angelo Sunko. The other 2 base runners that he's allowed today, a hit by pitch to Ruben Gotay and a single to Delta Cleary Jr., have been erased on a double play and a caught stealing, respectively. First pitch to Giovanni Alfonso, fouled off on the first base side, and that'll find the stands. Count 0-1. So the Ducks, who have been the master of late game offense lately, 5 runs in the 6th inning on Sunday, followed by another 3 in the 8th. We'll try and put together some more late inning magic today. Maybe start it off right here in the top of the 5th. As the 0-1 to Alfonso missed, it's now 1-1. Alfonso 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time. As he swings and breaks his bat, and fouling off a pitch at home plate. And one of the shards, a little sliver of his bat, went flying out towards third base, where it nearly got to the bag. And you can kind of see just a sliver right off the barrel went flying. Most of the bat stayed intact, as he just got a piece of the bottom of that ball, and that's some funky spin on it as well. So the count, a ball and 2 strikes to Alfonso with 2 outs and the bag's empty here in the top of the 5th. 7-1 the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots. Rick Teasley out of the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit out towards shortstop, scooped up by Scott Kelly. He throws on to first, and that'll beat Alfonso to the bag. And it's another 1-2-3 frame for Rick Teasley. Nothing doing for the Ducks in inning number 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The score 7-1 Patriots. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Bringing me back to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. 7-1 the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. We'll check scores from around the Atlantic League here in this inning. Leading things off against Henry Hirsch will be Jovan Gonzalez. He'll be followed by Greg Golson and Aaron Eggleston. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup as the first pitch from Henry Hirsch is in for a called strike. Count 0-1 to Gonzalez. Jovan Gonzalez singled and scored a run against Rafael Perez back in the second. Late swing at the 0-1 pitch and fouls it back. Count 0-2. Into the final line for Rafael Perez. 3 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, but just 3 of them were earned. Did not walk a batter and struck out 2. 2 from Hirsch misses, and the count now 1-2. But elsewhere today in the Atlantic League, earlier in Game 1 of a doubleheader, the New Britain Bees held off the York Revolution to win 7-6. Game 2 of that doubleheader just getting underway in the top of the first inning at Peoples Bank Park. As the 1-2 is down in the dirt, now 2-2 as Gonzalez was able to hold off. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning up in Bridgeport, Connecticut tonight. The Bridgeport Bluefish lead the Lancaster Barnstormers 1-0 at the ballpark at Harbor Yard. Top of the 2nd inning at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas, where the Skeeters and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are scoreless as Gonzalez spoils foul, a 2-2 offering. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jovan Gonzalez. And another update on Tim Melville's debut at the Rochester Red Wings tonight. 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits allowed, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So good work by the former Long Island Duck in his debut in the Minnesota organization. Of course, everyone thrilled when his contract was purchased to help him achieve his dream of getting back to the major leagues. 2 pitch fouled back to the screen by Gonzalez. We'll do it again at 3-2. Elsewhere in local MLB action tonight, New York Mets are, well, they're getting it handed to them by the Chicago Cubs by a 9-1 margin right now. 2 fouled off by Gonzalez. Do it again at 3-2. This at bat. We'll see at least a 9th pitch here from Henry Hirsch. The Yankees take on the Los Angeles Angels tonight. 10:07 p.m. start here on the East Coast. CC Sabathia takes the mound for the Yanks. It's J.C. Ramirez of the Los Angeles Angels. 3-2 pitch. Popped up in a shallow center field going back. The Lions and Alfonso. It'll be the shortstop, Dan Lyons, settling beneath it and making the catch. It'll be out number 1 as Henry Hirsch wins the battle with Jovan Gonzalez on pitch number 9. I'll bring up Greg Golson. He's probably one of the saddest in the lineup for the Patriots to see Perez out of the game. Went 2 for 2 against him with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Golson came into the game with just 2 doubles on the season. 7-1 Somerset, bottom 5. The pitch from Hirsch is in for a called strike. Counts 0-1. And so Hirsch, again, pitching for the first time in 12 days. Not showing too much signs of rust. He's come in out of the bullpen and retired the first 2 he's faced. Check swing, they sway him 1 around. It's now 0-2. Seeing some good stuff out of Hirsch, and you see that a lot sometimes with guys where out of the starting rotation they'll be one way, and then out in the bullpen they pitch in a different way, and usually a little bit better because you know you don't have to stretch yourself out, and well, 150 different reasons, but perhaps Hirsch can find a spot out in the bullpen if he can keep up pitching like this. The 0-2 on misses low. Good block by Alex Berg, and the count now 1-2. Hirsch wears number 48 on the back of his jersey for the Ducks. Split last year between High A Bradenton and Double A Altoona in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit out towards shortstop. Scooped by Lyons. He throws on to first in time to retire Golson for the first time tonight, and that's out number 2 here in the 5th inning. And that's exactly the kind of pitching that the Ducks have been getting out of their bullpen, not only recently, but for a majority of this season. It's just a stellar work out of the bullpen for the Ducks this year. Especially you think of the work that Patrick Kreider has done. He was a little bit rough around the edges at the beginning of the season, but he's really settled in nicely. Maulio Diaz has just been solid. Aaron Eggleston swings and drives one right out to right field, barely having to move an inch. It's Phelan Lentini, and he makes the catch to retire the side here in the 5th. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Henry Hirsch, and the score, though, still 7-1 in favor of the Somerset Patriots. We head to the 6th. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Melville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
7-1 Somerset as we start playing the top of the 6th. Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. First pitch on the way to Delta Cleary Jr. is a called strike. Count 0-1. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. 0-1 misses high and tight to Delta Cleary Jr. The count now even up at 1-1. 7-1 Somerset. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth. As the pitch is chopped on the ground out towards shortstop. Kelly's got it on the backhand on a charge. He throws on to first in time to get Delta Cleary Jr. That's the first out here in the 6th inning, and now 9 in a row retired for Rick Teasley. The impressive streak of pitching that he's had. Dan Lyons. One run that the Ducks do have today, a solo home run by Angelo Sonko back at the top of the 2nd inning. Hit off the batter's lane, straight away center field. So here's Lyons at the dish. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left field his first time up, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back over the backstop behind home plate. Count 0-1 to Lyons. The average up to 250 on the season entering play today with a stellar 363 on base percentage. The 0-1 pitch misses low, and the count now 1-1. And that's been the impressive thing with Lyons this season, is that even when he was struggling early on in the season and hitting below the Mendoza line, the process was still there. He didn't press too hard. As the 1-1 pitch is flown in the air out towards right center field, Golson will have a play on it. He makes the catch for out number 2 here in the 6th inning. It's now 10 in a row retired for Rick Teasley. But Lyons, again, never pressed, was always willing to wait for his pitch, and even when the hits weren't falling in, didn't deviate from that plan, and so was able to still be a productive player despite maybe not having the batting average around where he would like. Now that it's come back around, is just reaped the benefits of those fruits even more. So here's Phelan Lentini with 2 outs in the 6th. First pitch on the way. Misses inside for a ball. The count 1-0. Lentini is 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right field his last time up and grounded out to shortstop in his first trip. Teasley winds and fires the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive, hit in center field. That'll get down for a base hit for Phelan Lentini. And he continues his hot streak of hitting recently. A base hit here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. We'll extend the inning and bring up Ruben Gotay. Lentini, that extends his on-base streak to 7 games in a row now. He has reached base safely in. Always good when your leadoff hitter is getting on base, and usually good things end up happening. And in the first 6 games of that streak for Lentini, the Ducks are 5-1. First pitch misses low and inside to Ruben Gotay. The count 1-0 strikes. Gotay digging in for the 3rd time today, was hit by a pitch his first trip and then took a called 3rd strike in his last at-bat back in the 4th. Officially just 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch to Gotay, swinging a ground ball hit to first. Nice pick by Guzman, and he'll walk into the bag at first all by himself to retire Gotay and retire the side in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base for the Ducks in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the half. It's 7-1 Somerset. You're listening to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-1 the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots as Henry Hirsch begins his 2nd full inning of relief for the Ducks. He'll face 8-9-1 in the Somerset lineup, Tyler Bortnick, Adam Donahue, and Scott Kelly. Also remind you that this summer the Atlantic League will play its 20th All-Star game right here at TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset on Wednesday, July 12th. That is a month from yesterday. Hard to believe it's already less than a month till the All-Star game. First pitch to Bortnick. Check swing, appeal down to first, says he did not go around. So we count 1 ball and no strikes. Join the Long Island Ducks All-Stars. Enjoy a perfect summer night at the ballpark and catch the league's brightest stars competing in a home run derby in the Midsummer Classic as Bortnick pops one up into left field, coming in on it. Sunko lost it momentarily in the lights, but then regained it in time to make the catch for out number 1. So Bortnick goes down on the fly out. Now 5 in a row retired for Henry Hirsch coming out of the bullpen. Bring up Adam Donahue. There's going to be a Revolutionary War theme, giveaways, collectibles, your favorite ballpark food, and a post-game fireworks show that'll light up the sky with all the fun brought to you by Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Get your tickets today at SomersetPatriots.com. First pitch on the way from Hirsch to Donahue, misses low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Today is 1 for 2 today with an RBI single and a run scored. That was back in the 4-run fourth inning, and we have a little bit of a scoring correction in that inning to get you caught up on. But you know, after this 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss by Donahue, and the count even up at 1-1. And what it is that we had originally said that there was only one run in that inning that was going to be earned against Rafael Perez because of the catcher's interference, but that's not the case. As the 1-1 pitch is driven in the air pretty well out towards left field, sending Sonko back to the warning track at the wall. He leaps, and he can't make the catch. It hits up off the wall, and chugging in his second base with a double is Adam Donahue. So hits in back-to-back at-bats for Donahue as he gets up into scoring position with one out in the bottom of the sixth. It's the 10th hit of the game for Somerset. And I'll flip the lineup card over and bring up Scott Kelly for the fourth time today. But anyway, because of the catcher's interference, that's unlike any other error when it comes to earned versus unearned runs. You don't assume that that would have been an out. So all those runs that were scored with 2 outs are still earned runs against Rafael Perez. So now instead of only having 3 earned runs against him, he has 5 earned runs against him. As Aaron Eggleston, who reached on the catcher's interference, is the only unearned run in that inning. First pitch on the way to Kelly misses high and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Some action starting out in the Somerset bullpen. Not quite sure how serious it is, with Rick Teasley only at 73 pitches through 6 innings unofficially. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball off the mound. Played nicely on the backhand by Giovanni Alfonso. Throw to first is in time to get Kelly. He's got good speed running. It's a productive out, though, for Scott Kelly as it advances Donahue down to third base with 2 outs. I'll bring up Justin Pacioli. Pacioli 0 for 3 today. Ground out and 2 flyouts. It's 2 at-bats, rather it's 3 at-bats, all coming against Rafael Perez. And on deck, Carlos Guzman. It was the last batter that Perez faced. It was the first pitch from Hirsch, and this is low. Count 1 ball and no strikes. 7-1 Somerset, bottom 6, 2 outs, runner on third base. Twilight time in New Jersey, about 8:45. We're on a mucky night. 1-0 pitch. That one's in for a called strike from Hirsch. The count now 1-1. The first pitch temperature was 91 degrees. Felt like 96. It's cooled all the way off to 83. Feels like 88. And it doesn't feel like that at all. Feels like 188. Pitch. Swing foul tip back at home plate. Squibs behind Alex Berg. The count now 1-2. Fans fanning themselves off, enjoying nice, tall, cold beverages. Or ducking for cover somewhere in the air-conditioned suites. Where they were smart and wore shorts. Hirsch taking a look in at Alex Berg for his signs. Shakes him off once, now comes to an agreement. It's the 1-2 to Pacioli. Swing a foul ball at home plate. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th inning, the Long Island Ducks will have the middle of their lineup, Lou Ford, Alex Berg, and Angelo Sonko to up against Rick Teasley. They've been able to muster just 3 hits and have committed 2 errors in the ball game today. Not the crispest played game for the Ducks, but still a lot of baseball left to go in this one. This team has shown a never-say-die attitude this year. Pitch is swung on and tipped in front of home plate, picked up by the catcher Berg off the swinging bunt. He throws to first in time to retire Pacioli 2-3 to retire this side. No runs for the Patriots on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We go to the 7th, and the score 7-1 in favor of Somerset. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. It's the Somerset Patriots 7 and the Long Island Ducks 1 as we play here in the top of the 7th inning. Next opportunity you'll get to come out to the Duck Pond, as we mentioned a little bit earlier tonight, will be on Monday, June 19th. So take on the Somerset Patriots at 6:35 p.m. Come on out. The first pitch to Lou Ford is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. It's going to be a very eventful Monday night at the ballpark. Not only a military Monday, $7 ticket offer for active military members with an ID. Ford skies one out to right field, and settling beneath it is Greg Golson. He makes the catch for out number 1 here in the 7th inning. Not only that, but Northwell Health putting on Health Nights with commemorative purple t-shirts for the first 3,000 fans through the turnstiles on Monday night. So come on out, get yourself a shirt. I know tickets are going fast. That's always a popular one. Monday, June 19th. You can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. That's 8499, or via the Ducks mobile app. It's the first pitch to Alex Berg, misses for a ball. The count 1-0. Gotta say, I really do like the Ducks mobile app. Really convenient. You just buy the ticket there and take care of all the hassle. 1-0 pitch to Berg is flown in the air out towards right field. Golson gets turned around on it, but is able to stick with it and make the catch for out number 2. That was a little bit of an adventure, kind of a circuitous route taken by Golson to the ball. So Teasley is now sit down 13 out of the last 14 to face him. Only the Failant-Lentini single with 2 outs in the 6th has provided the Ducks with a base runner since all the way back in the 3rd inning. 2 outs here, top of the 7th, 7-1 Somerset on top, and here's the man responsible for the lone Duck, Ron Angelo Sanko. First pitch misses low. The count 1-0 strikes to Sanko. Sanko had that home run back in the 2nd inning, a solo shot over the batter's eye in center field. Was also popped up to second base, and he swings and pops one up. Foul territory on the third baseline for a look. Minikazi in front of the Ducks dugout. He runs out of room as it hits off the roof of the dugout. His players were scattering, and hits up into the stands. The count now even up at a ball and a strike. Lights taking their full effect on the field down below. Let's see the lights of 18-wheeler trucks and SUVs and passenger cars going by on Interstate 287. New Jersey Transit trains rumbling out behind the right field line as Sanko cranks one high in the air and deep to right field, and that ball is out of here. Angelo Sonko to the train tracks for his second home run of the night and his third in the last 2 games, and the score now 7-2 in favor of the Patriots. An absolute mammoth blast from Angelo Sonko, his 13th of the season. That is the 36th home run of the season for the Long Island Ducks. As Jordan Pacheco digs in and takes a ball upstairs, it's 1-0. Reminder that if the Ducks hit 100 home runs this season, they'll have met Chappie's home run challenge. So 1-0 to Pacheco is lined into center field. That'll get down for base hits. So back-to-back hard hits, one a home run for Angelo Sonko, and then a hot shot single for Jordan Pacheco up the middle. Perhaps a little 2-route rally going for the Ducks here in the top of the 7th. Trailing now 7-2. Of course, if they meet Chappie's home run challenge, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Is it out to the mound by the catcher, Adam Donahue. Count as the first charged timeout against the Somerset Patriots of this game. Here's Giovanni Alfonso, who's been right at the center of so many Ducks comebacks this year. The first pitch is slashed fouled on the right field line. Played out of play past the Somerset bullpen. The count 0-1. Alfonso, the author of 3 waddle-off victories for the Ducks this year. 3 out of their 4 have come off the bat of Gio, one of the most popular players on the team. One pitch is slashed foul back behind home plate. Hits off a seat and rattles down a little bit further, closer to the field. It's count now 0-2. And scoops it up and hands it off to a young kid. Rick Teasley comes to the high set. Now the 0-2 pitch. Just misses inside to Alfonso. The count now 1-2. Pacheco does have a stolen base here this season as a member of the Ducks, but would be very surprised to see him try one here. The 1-2 pitch. So a foul ball by Alfonso again. That one will get up into the suite level, into a vacant suite, and the count now will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alfonso keeps the inning alive. Delta Cleary Jr. is out on deck. Teasley trying to keep him there. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Alfonso goes down on strikes for the 3rd out here in the inning. But the Long Island Ducks strike for a run. A solo home run off the bat of Angelo Sonko for the 2nd time tonight, and they'll leave a man on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to get up and stretch. It's 7-2 Patriots. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sonko, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The score is 7-2 in favor of the Somerset Patriots over the Long Island Ducks, and the Ducks have a new pitcher in the game. It's the right-hander Tyler Levine. For Levine, this is his first game in quite some time, since way back on May 31st, where he got a no decision, going 2 1/3 innings out of the bullpen. Levine's been kind of the odd man out, I guess, out of that pen, with the Ducks carrying a lot of pitchers earlier in the season, but now with back to a more normal 15-man pitching staff. Levine figures to see some more increased action. Henry Hirsch, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, and nothing else. No walks, no strikeouts, no runs. And so now Levine in to try and keep the score right where it is at 7-2. And a big pat on the back for Henry Hirsch should be coming from all of his teammates for the work that he did today, going out there in a situation where he knew he had to go out and eat some innings and try and keep the game right where it was at 7-1. He did just that. First pitch of the inning into Carlos Guzman, a left-handed batter, is in for a called strike. Count 0-1 to Guzman. It's 1 for 3 with 2 runs batted in today, both coming on a single back in the 4th inning against Rafi Perez. A 1 pitch misses low. Count now even up at a ball and a strike to Guzman. Guzman from Brooklyn, New York. He lines the 1-1 pitch into center field for base hits. Matchup of a couple of New York boys there, and it is Guzman who ends up winning. Runner on first and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-2 the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots. Of course, Tyler Levine, as we mentioned several times throughout the season, one of the local products from East Meadow, New York, on this Ducks roster this season. He's gone out and he's provided some solid innings for the Ducks when he's been called upon. First pitch coming to Mark Minikazi, misses upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes. May not have the best stuff on the team, but always pitching with a lot of heart, and is willing to take the ball whenever Kevin Baez calls upon him. No pitch misses. It's now 2 balls and no strikes to Minikazi. Overall this season, Tyler Levine is making his 8th appearance. He did have 1 start. He has a 2-0 record and a 4.4 earned run average. 2-0 is swung on a miss by Minikazi. Now 2 balls and a strike. 16 1/3 innings for Levine this season. He's allowed 23 hits, struck out 12 and walked 7. Opponents hitting .298 against him. Here's the 2-1. So he went around. It's now 2-2 to Minikazi, who's struck out once tonight and is currently 0 for 3. Came into the game hitting .172. That's slid down to .156 as of this at bats. Guzman with his leadoff first base, 5 for 7 in terms of stolen bases this season. Levine comes set at the belt and delivers the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. The count now full, 3-2. So we'll see if, with Minikazi at the plate, who certainly has a penchant for striking out, he struck out 12 times in 8 games, including tonight. With that, they'll send Guzman here up to keep him set. They keep him set, and the pitch sails high for ball 4. Send Guzman down to second and Minikazi down to first. And if you can believe it, that is the first walk for either team today. The Ducks have not walked once against Rick Teasley. Rafael Perez didn't walk anyone, and Henry Hirsch didn't walk anyone. Hard to believe that in this day and age in baseball, where walks are so on the rise and so in demand in terms of a skill for a batter, you can make it to the bottom of the 7th inning of a game and not have seen 1 walk. It's kind of nice. First pitch to Yovan Gonzalez is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. Just means guys have been swinging away. They see a pitch they like and don't let it go by. and they're making contact, not missing. Levine sets the 0-1 pitch. Right, swinging a foul ball over on the first base side. That gets up into the stands. It'll be 0-2 to Yovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez played 80 games with the Somerset Patriots last year. A great year as a defensive catcher. Made just one error all year and led all catchers with a .998 fielding percentage. Not only that, but this year he's reached base safely in 28 out of the 31 games he's played. Tonight makes it 29 out of 32. It is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop. Could be 2. Lions to second for 1. Alfonso's relayed to first in time for the double play. Well, the Ducks were cooking with double plays at home against the Bridgewater Bluefish. Well, they turn a tailor-made 6-4-3 twin killing here with nobody out in the 7th to help out Tyler Levine. A middle infield combo of Dan Lyons and Elmer Reyes was doing a lot of that work during the weekend. And, man, they were making some flashy plays. Now you get Giovanni Alfonso subbed in at second base in this game, and it's like you barely even miss a beat. Gio's really a solid defender. The first pitch misses low to Greg Golson. The count 1 ball and no strikes. And sure, Gio's committed 6 errors. Dan Lyons has committed 7. But I think that just more lends credo to maybe not paying as close attention to errors in terms of judging how good of a defender somebody is. As the 1-0 misses, the count now 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, there's that famous or infamous, if you want to call it, story of Derek Jeter in the minor leagues committing 40 errors or what have you in a single year. And everybody knows, even the guys who say that maybe Jeter was a little overrated defensively, they still know he was a good defender, especially in his prime. Maybe not so much at the end of his career. As the 2-0 is inside, 3-0. Well, basically, more errors just means you get to a lot more balls. And at least that's the case with Lyons and Alfonso. And it's one of the reasons why, look, you can look at the stats all you want. You got to watch the guys play. 3-0 is in for a strike to Golson. The count now 3-1. Don't get me wrong, stats are important too, but in an era where you hear the kind of the buzzword of stats versus scouts thrown out a lot, I don't think either one is necessarily the answer. It's both. It's stats and scouts is the answer. And I think, again, looking at Lyons and Alfonso's defensive numbers, it's just another reminder that numbers don't tell the whole story. 3-1 pitch, swung on and driven high and deep out towards right center field. Going back is Delta Cleary Jr., and he will make the catch on the run. A great play by Delta, who had a long way to go to get to that ball, and he was able to track it down for out number 3 here in the 7th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base, and a big double play turned by the Ducks. The score is 7-2 in favor of Somerset. We go to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
So Tyler Levine works around the leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th to keep the score 7-2 in favor of the Somerset Patriots. And now the Patriots will bring in a new pitcher for the 8th inning. It's lefty and former major leaguer Dwayne Below. Below becomes the second pitcher in as Rick Teasley's night is done. We'll get you his final line in just a moment. Below will face Delta Cleary Jr., Dan Lyons, and Phelan Lentini, 8-9-1 in the Long Island lineup. Here in this top of the 8th inning, the Ducks looking to try and mount another late inning comeback, something that's so quickly become a specialty of theirs this season. You can never sleep on the Ducks. First pitch in for a strike to Delta Cleary Jr., count 0-1. It certainly would be one of the more memorable comebacks, though, trailing 7-1 in the top of the 7th. As Cleary fouls off the pitch. On the first base side, it's now 0-2. Below making his 17th appearance for the Patriots this season. He's 3-0 with a 2.16 earned run average. 25 innings, 24 hits, 22 strikeouts, and just 4 walks. He's been rock solid for Somerset. 0-2 pitch, misses low and inside to Delta Cleary Jr. Count now 1-2. Below, most recently, before coming back to Somerset, was pitching with the Las Vegas 51s, the Mets AAA team, out in the Pacific Coast League. Tall lefty comes set and deals the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit up the middle. Ranging over to his left, Scott Kelly. He throws on to first. That's in time to retire Delta Cleary Jr. for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Dan Lyons. Lyons 0 for 2 today. Fly out to left field and a fly out to right. The one they call Shorty. Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? And follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. First pitch to Lyons misses low. The count 1-0 strikes. Rests the bat on his back shoulder as Below deals, and the pitch is fouled off at home plate. It looked like it came up and caught home plate umpire Freddie DeJesus right up in the shoulder. So he'll walk on out and hand a new ball off to Below. 6'3", 210-pounder from Lakeland, Florida. Turned 32 years old on November 15th. Now even up at a ball and a strike to Lyons. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just did miss upstairs. The count now 2-1. By the way, just to give you one final update on Tim Melville's outing today in his Rochester Red Wing debut after he was, had his contract purchased earlier this week. 4 2/3 innings of relief. 4 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. 62 pitches in relief of Chris Heston. Planned piggyback start for Melville. As the 2-2 misses in, it's now 3-2. So congratulations to Tim. Again, everyone around the organization happy in kind of that bittersweet way. You're sad to see him go, but you're happy to see him move on. 3-2 pitch, chopped down the ground out towards shortstop. Slow roller, Kelly Fields fires to first in time to get Lyons. Good play by Scott Kelly, and there's now 2 gone here in the 8th. Kelly's been with the Patriots for a few years, but this year is certainly shaping up to be his finest, at least in terms of how it's gotten started. So that'll bring up Phelan Lentini. 2 outs and the base is empty. He was up in a similar situation back in the 6th inning. collected a base hit to extend his on-base streak to 7 games in a row. First pitch on the way to Lentini is a called strike on the inside corner. The count 0-1. I'd like to thank you for tuning in wherever you might be, across the nation and around the globe on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. A 1 pitch to Lentini, fought off the fists in his shallow right center, going back on it to second baseman Bortnick. He'll make the catch, backpedaling into the outfield grass for out number 3 here in the 8th. The score is 7-2 in favor of Somerset as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Seven and 2, the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tyler Levine back out to start his second inning of relief for Long Island. He'll face Aaron Eggleston, Tyler Bortnick, and Adam Donahue. 7, 8, and 9 in the Somerset lineup here in the bottom of the 8th. Check scores again from around the Atlantic League here in this inning. The first pitch on the way to Aaron Eggleston is in for a called strike. The count's 0-1. New Britain in game 1 of a doubleheader today. The Bees defeated the York Revolution at 7-6 at People's Bank Ballpark in York. As the 0-1 pitch skips up to the plates. Count now even up at 1-1 to Eggleston. Led that game at one point 7-1. So York made a big charge late in the game, but New Britain was able to hang on. At the top of the third of game number 2 of that doubleheader, New Britain leads. 1-1 pitch is hit on the ground on the right side of the infield. Alfonso Fields throws to first, and he got him! What a play by Giovanni Alfonso and Tyler Levine to stay on the bag while fielding the off-balance throw. Just an A-plus effort all around. One gone here in the 8th inning. 7-2 Patriots, and that'll bring up Tyler Bortnick. 4-1 ground out is one of my favorite defensive plays, other than, a double play or a triple play. But it's because everyone is doing something right on a 4-1 ground out. First pitch to Bortnick, hit on the ground out towards shortstop. One long hop for Dan Lyons. He throws to first. That's in time to retire Bortnick for the second out here in the 6th inning. But on that play, you had Jordan Pacheco, the first baseman, doing what he's supposed to do and trying to field that ball on a dive. He wasn't able to get there, but Giovanni Alfonso was doing what he was supposed to do and backing up the play in case Pacheco couldn't get there. So he fielded and then threw to Tyler Levine, who was doing what he was supposed to do, and that's to hightail it off the mound and get towards first base and make the catch and be ready to receive that throw. He made the catch. He kept his foot on the bag as he was falling away into foul territory. Just a fantastic play that I get excited about all the time. Don't know if you could tell. Anyway, here's Adam Donahue. First pitch misses low and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. On the game, the Somerset catcher is 2 for 3. Single and an RBI back in the fourth, and he also doubled against Henry Hirsch in the sixth. That was the only hit that Hirsch allowed in his 2 1/3 innings pitched. Timeout called here at home plate. 7-2 Somerset. They have 11 hits, have not committed an error. The Ducks, 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. 1-0 in for a strike from Levine. The count now even up at 1-1. Scott Kelly stands in the on-deck circle for Somerset. Actually stands on the grass for Somerset. He's not really in the on-deck circle. 1-1 pitch. And check swing. They appeal and say he did not go. So the count now 2-1. Very emphatic ask of a call for Fred DeJesus. I mean, that ball was barely in Alex Berg's glove when he pointed both hands over towards first base umpire J.B. Torres and said, "Did he go?" J.B. Torres said no and extended both of his hands out the safe side. 2-1 pitch is foul back over the screen behind home plate. Goes for a souvenir up in the sweet level. Count now 2-2 to Donahue. Angelo Sonko with a pair of solo home runs today, his 12th and 13th of the season. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, he is due up 4th. So hoping for another chance. 2-2 from Levine. Swinging a ground ball hit up the middle. Fielding on 2 hops is Lyons. He sidearms to first, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Levine. The Ducks bullpen today of Henry Hirsch and Tyler Levine through 4 1/3 scoreless innings. It's still 7-2 Patriots, though, as we head to the top of the 9th. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the 9th inning, 7-2 the score in favor of the Somerset Patriots over the Long Island Ducks. New pitcher in the game for Somerset, left-hander Justin Wright, making his 18th appearance of the season. He's 2-0 with a 2.12 earned run average. The left-hander, that's the best mark in terms of ERA on the Patriots. He's not a big guy, just 5'9", 175 pounds, from Chesterfield, Virginia. Baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by Clear Vision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store in your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Ducks here in the top of the 9th. It'll be Ruben Gotay, Lou Ford, and Alex Berg up against Wright in a non-save situation. Wright's not the closer for Somerset. That is still John Hunton, who memorably blew a save against the Ducks back in May. One of the Ducks' 4 waddle-offs this season. It's the first pitch on the way to Gotay. He swings and drives it up the middle. Nice play in the backhand by Bortnick. Long throw from behind the bag. He got him. Oh, Ruben Gotay got robbed by Tyler Bortnick on a fantastic play behind the bag, and that's one where if you're Gotay, you just got to tip your cap out to Tyler Bortnick for that play and that effort. So one gone here in the top of the ninth inning, and Lou Ford will come up to the plate for the Ducks. Lou's 0 for 3 today, 2 flyouts to right field and a ground out to second base. That was all against Rick Teasley, who's in line for the win for Somerset. Teasley would improve to 5-1 on the season. It's the first pitch to Ford, in for a called strike. The count 0-1. Rafael Perez on the hook for the loss for the Ducks. He would fall to 4-2 as Ford hits one on the ground out towards third base. Picked nicely by Minikazi. He throws to first. That's in time to retire Ford for out number 2 here in the ninth inning. So now the Ducks down to their final out, and Alex Berg coming up to the plate. It's been nothing but lefties for Somerset today. Rick Teasley, the starter, went the first 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, both on solo home runs by Angelo Sonko. And then Dwayne Belo came in, pitched a clean inning in the 8th, and now the lefty Justin Wright on to try and nail down the victory. First pitch on the way to Berg is swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Nearly caught Sparky, the mascot for Somerset, who was right up against the screen behind home plate. Kind of strange that the mascot would be up against the screen trying to distract his own pitcher. Sometimes you see that antics when the other team's pitcher's on the mound, but not necessarily when you've got your own guy. Just an observation. That's the 0-1 pitch to Berg. He's in at the knees for a called strike. The count now 0-2. The Long Island Ducks are down to their final strike of the ball game. And down to their final strike several times in the last few games and found ways to come back and win. Maybe today, putting together an improbable 5-run rally here with 2 outs as Berg chops one out to second base. Bortnick fields it on one long hop. He throws on to first in time to retire Berg and finish the game. Clean inning for Justin Wright in the 9th, and the Somerset Patriots are victorious by a final score of 7-2. We'll take a step aside, and when we come back, we will recap this game in its entirety on the Long Island Ducks post-game show. Again, it's the Patriots 7 and the Ducks 2. You're listening to Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you listen to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
And we welcome you back here to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Joe Basile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. The Ducks fall tonight to the Somerset Patriots by a 7-2 margin. Things got off to a good enough start for the Ducks, though. It was back in the 2nd inning when Angelo Sonko gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead with his first of 2 home runs on the game against Patriots starter Rick Teasley. 1-2 pitch and deposited over the center field wall, hitting about third of the way up the batter's eye in dead center, and the Ducks led 1-0. However, that lead would be short-lived As for the Ducks, in the bottom of the second inning, Rafael Perez allowed a pair of runs to come in and score. That was set up by Yovan Gonzalez singling with one out, and then Greg Golson doubling down the line to put runners on second and third. Aaron Eggleston then came up to the plate, grounded out to shortstop against a drawn-in infield for Long Island. So then there were two outs, and it looked like Perez might be working his way out of the jam. Then Tyler Bortnick was able to step up and slice a single in his center field for a base hit. That brought home both Gonzalez and the speedy Golson from second, giving Somerset a 2-1 lead, and they never turned back from there. They tacked on an unearned run in the third when Scott Kelly scored on an error by Delta Cleary Jr., and then erupted for 4 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning, highlighted by 5 hits and a catcher's interference against Alex Berg to take a commanding 7-1 lead. It was in the midst of that inning with 2 outs that Rafael Perez was removed from the game for the Long Island Ducks. His final line, 3 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those were earned. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 2. Then the narrative of the game changed a little bit for Long Island as they turned it over to the bullpen, and Henry Hirsch came in and retired Mark Minikazi for the final out in the fourth. In the fifth and sixth, Hirsch worked rather well, allowing just a 1-out double to Adam Donahue in the bottom of the sixth inning. And then the ball was turned over to Tyler Levine, who worked around a leadoff single in the seventh, and then a walk that followed that up to pitch 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. Overall, the bullpen went 4 1/3 innings of scoreless relief after Perez left today. But unfortunately, the offense was just not able to solve Rick Teasley. And what else is new? Teasley has pitched very well against the Ducks this season. He went 7 innings, allowing 2 runs, both of them on solo home runs from Angelo Sanco, who connected for a second time on a moonshot in the 7th inning that went all the way to the train tracks out beyond the right field wall. That was his 13th home run of the season, again including his 2nd of the game. Dwayne Velo and Justin Wright retired the final 6 batters in order for Somerset to help seal the victory. So we'll take a step aside. When we come back, we'll check scores from around the Atlantic League and then say goodnight here for Bridgewater. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Back here at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks post-game show. The Somerset Patriots defeat the Long Island Ducks 7-2 here tonight. Elsewhere across the Atlantic League, in Game 1 of a doubleheader, the New Britain Bees were able to hold off the York Revolution for a 7-6 victory at People's Bank Ballpark in York, Pennsylvania. They're in the bottom of the third in Game 2 of that doubleheader. It's New Britain leading York 4-0. We're in the bottom of the seventh at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where the Bridgeport Bluefish lead the Lancaster Barnstormers by a 3-1 score. And in the top of the fifth, out West, deep in the heart of Texas, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Sugar Land Skeeters are tied at 1 at Constellation Fields. Here at Bethpage Ballpark, the final lines in this game for the Long Island Ducks: 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and they left 2 on base. Just 2 left on base all game. That tells the story right there. For the Somerset Patriots, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 on base. Rick Teasley got the win. He improves to 5-1 on this season. Rafael Perez, the loss, he falls to 4-2. Official time of the game was 2 hours and 21 minutes, and it was played in front of an announced crowd of 3,084. Again, for the Ducks, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on base. For the Patriots, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. Rick Teasley, the winner, he's 5-1, and the loser was Rafael Perez. He's 4-2. 2:21 to play it. 3,084 paid to see it. And so that does it for us here tonight from TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey. I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on air at 6:50 tomorrow night as the Ducks take on the Somerset Patriots at 7:05 p.m. right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. It'll be John Brownell taking the mound for the Ducks against David Kubiak of the Somerset Patriots. Long Island Ducks pregame show starts again at 6:50 right here. So, for everyone involved in helping out with this broadcast here at the Somerset Patriots and with the Long Island Ducks, my name is Joe Basile, signing off from TD Bank Ballpark. Giving you the final score for the final time. It's the Patriots 7 and the Ducks 2. So long for Bridgewater, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday nights.